Today, I revisited my oldest Minecraft worlds. Some of these worlds were 5 to 8 years old, and a lot of hours went into these worlds. If you want to see some cool Minecraft worlds and are up for some nostalgia, be sure to watch to the end. Okay, I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. Most of my old worlds are on a Nintendo Switch. I'll just keep it real. Not trying to flex this game library. Oh shit. Okay, here we are in my Nintendo Switch world. This was one of my first worlds. Well, not first ever worlds, but you know, this was one of my first real survival worlds with my friends, and what the heck, why do I look like a squirrel? Oh, I don't think they have my skin on the Nintendo Switch version, but you know what, forget it, we moved. But it seems like I had a pretty good set of tools. Oh shit, we have Smash and Smack, we have, yeah, we have that. We have the Wax Axe, and we have Netherite Shovel.
Oh, fuck.
So, this is actually not the main area, but this is one of the areas I built, well, a bit further into the world's progress. But, you know, we can start here, So, this is actually based off an old tutorial world of Minecraft, if you believe it or not. I mean, you probably can believe it, because Loki build's looking a little outdated, I'll keep it real. We didn't get around to finishing all of the insides of these buildings, but a majority of them are done. So, like, this is one of the main buildings. This is the co-op. For all of my British viewers out there, you know what I'm talking about. The co-op is, you know, it's got your essentials. But it seems like this co-op's selling diamonds, so yeah, how about that then? For my American viewers, the co-op is like think of it as like a mini Walmart in the space of like a 20 by 20 meter area. Yeah, it's pretty lit actually. In here we have the, is it a cafe? What is it? The Cafe Craft. Wow. I was quite a genius with the names, wasn't I? So yeah, we just got some tables and chairs. Basically, this is like the main village is what it was meant to end up being, but I don't think we ever really finished it. If you're wondering why I have an iron spear, by the way, it's because I came on this world the other day to complete my challenge for the Bedrock Edition cape. So yes, this world is old. Don't be fooled by the spear. It's old. This here is the Big FG. So that was actually my old gamer tag, believe it or not, the Big FG. Even though I'm only really like 5'11", so I'm not really that big to be honest. But basically, my friend at the time gave me this username because he was about 4'5". My brother was quite a small lad, so I called him the Hobbit and he called me the BFG. But this house here was my main house in the village, and it's actually based off of my real life house. Hope I haven't doxed myself here in Minecraft. That would be a bit embarrassing. And then this was also, I guess, I mean, it must have been built at Christmas time with this lovely placed off-center Christmas tree. Good lord. Over here we have the pharmacy. I do really like these old style buildings. It kind of reminds me of Minecraft story mode a little bit. I'll keep it real. We got a whole lot of healing potions. What else have we got? We have over here the library, which what does it look like? I mean, it looks like a library, that's for sure. Oh, we have the enchantment books. So all of the houses here were kind of have their own thing, you know. So like the pharmacy sells potions, the library sells books, and we basically had like a working village in here. This was gonna just be Lord knows what this was gonna be, but I guess this was our storage thing. I kind of remember it being our storage thing for building this place. Yeah, this is just like the crap dump place. Here we have the weaponsmith. I mean, these places look kind of cute, you know. We got a whole lot of nothing. Oh, shovels. Flip me, I don't think I'd be buying from this weaponsmith. Over here, Fizzies. I'm pretty sure this was one of my other friends' old names. I don't even know. Oh, I know who this is. Good lord, I'm not very good at remembering my friends' names. I'll keep it real. But yeah, this was going to be his house. I mean, it's pretty cute, I guess. I'm pretty sure I built all of these, though. Apart from this house, this is the only one in this village I did not build. And this was my friend Ruben's house. Yeah, it does just say Ruben. Ruben is actually my next door neighbor in real life, and this was based off one of his old houses that he used to live in. And then over here we have the armor smith with a leather tunic outside, so not very good advertisement. Oh, flippin' heck. I wouldn't mind buying from here, though. Gee willikers. This is where all the good armor went in the world. And then this is where we kind of stopped the world around this point. We have some more houses around here. I was going to build a massive church, but we ended up stopping it here. I'll keep it real. But we still have a whole other area to go. I have... Oh, nice iron there. We still have a whole other area to go. I don't even know if I have enough rockets to get me there. Actually, I think I can probably get there in one rocket. I'll keep it real. Okay, let's head over there now. Here we go. It's on the horizon. We have a fat looking furnace furnace here. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go over and start at the main house because this was actually the main house. Like back in the day, this was our main house. So this was actually where the world started, and we built everything out of birch. We actually chose a pretty horrible area to build in, but at the same time, it kind of came together pretty nicely. Okay, that's low-key kind of pissing me off. I'll keep it real. Before I do anything, I'm gonna go to bed first. And what better place to go to bed than my old bedroom? Good lord, it's absolutely beautiful. I mean, how did an interior design artist like me come up with something like this? I mean, this is just unbelievable. Very old Minecrafty though, I can't rate it. We got the dragon head, you know, flexing that. Another dragon head. That must be my chest plate that I don't have on. But yeah, this is, I mean, it's pretty nice, you know. This is my bedroom. I had the penthouse, as you can see. I'm on the top floor. I overlooked a whole lot of desert and a whole lot of nothing. Oh, there's a creeper down there. If you then come down the stairs here, this was Louis's room. So that fizzy guy was called Louis. This is where he stayed. Loki, his room kind of straight dookie. I'll keep it a buck. Okay, this used to be our main storage room, which ended up getting sort of moved over to the new village. But we have a bunch of shulker boxes here, and they were all dyed, you know, on theme with whatever's in them. So that, apart from that one, yikes. And then down here is my chicken farm, which is really good on Java Edition. And as I found out from putting this really loud chicken farm in the middle of our house, it's not so good on Bedrock Edition. But then if you come down here, this is also the better way really to access it. That creeper is literally staring at me through there. Over here, we have 2 skeleton horses. I don't actually know how we got them, but that's besides the point. Now down here is where you sort of kill all the chickens. He's gonna escape. This guy's gonna escape. I'm stuck down here now. But yeah, that's where you kind of go and kill all the chickens. Basically, the chickens at the top all lay eggs. They go into a hopper, which gets fired out down there, etc., etc. You get the point. Over here, we have the stables. This is where we kept our horses. And these horses are actually not too bad, you know. Now, this is a whole other section of the house. We have the furnace room up here. And then on the top floor up here is... Oh, that's not the top floor. This is the enchantment room. And then if you got one more floor, this is Ruben's room. So this is where we all first started out. And then we started to move out to the village further away. What's in his valuables chest has not got a whole lot of valuables in. I'll keep it real. If we come through here, this is my friend Jake's room, who I called the Hobbit. So the Hobbit is the one that gave me the name the BFG, which I actually don't use anymore. I'll keep it real. But his room was basically just, I mean, we used to take the mickey out of him for being so short, so that's why we just put Hobbit signs all around. We have a nice jukebox here. I mean, that's about it, to be honest. And to be fair, it's not a bad house, you know? In fact, this world's probably about 7 years old, so it's not too bad. Over here... Oh, this is where the storage room went. Yeah, we actually put the storage room over here. Obviously, all the chests are not organized. But yeah, this storage room was not too bad either. And this was like one of the only worlds I really made in like a mesa sort of area. So it looks pretty cool with some of the clay stuff. And the path looks cool too. I actually based this path off of the Disney World paths. So, fun fact that nobody probably cares about. And if you come over this way, we have one of the pyramids. And by one of the pyramids... By what the heck did I just say? By one of the pyramids, I mean the only pyramid. And this was our villager trading hall, which actually is really cool. I'm not going to lie. I mean, as you can see, everything kind of looks like a mess. I don't really have a reasonable explanation for that. But if we come back down this way, we have the barn. And I don't really know why there's a beacon in it, but there's a beacon in it. And this barn actually looks pretty cool. Like, I actually did a decent job at this. Me and Jake built this one. Oh, this was where we put our sheep farm, because the inside of the barn, low-key, looks absolutely hideous. But our sheep farm, which also was not that good, was placed in here. And then if we go this way, we have the furnace room, which used to be our XP farm. I'm not even sure if it works anymore, though. Yeah, I don't know if this works, but I mean, everyone probably knows how this works. If you don't know how it works, to be honest, I couldn't tell you. I can't remember, because I low-key now just use Enderman farms for XP farms. But yeah, that about wraps it up for this world, so let's move on to the next world. Here we are, and we've loaded in. And we've loaded into my bedroom as well. Well, my bedroom hasn't loaded in. Oh, there we go. This is another absolute hood classic of a world, I must say so myself. We have shulker boxes. We have... well, shulker boxes. But yeah, this was my bedroom. I'll go outside and show you the house in a second. This world clearly didn't progress to netherite, but actually I don't even know if netherite was out when this world was made. But as you can see, I don't know why I have rotten flesh above my... What the heck? I promise you guys I did not place that there. But yeah, this is my lovely bedroom. My dog here, Paul. Yeah, I'm not really sure why I would have called him Paul, but Paul's kind of lit, you know? We kind of rate Paul. If we come out here, this is when I was still called the BFG, but this was the BFG, because if you didn't know, prior to my worldwide famously YouTube persona, I was actually a music producer. So that's why that sign says the BFG. We have some Ender Dragon heads. Damn, this room's pretty cool. Apart from the splashes of blood on the floor. And then through here we have Fatty, also known as Full Fat Milk's room. This is one of my best friends, one of his rooms, and he doesn't really have a whole lot in here. This is low-key. This shit low-key ugly. I'll keep it real with him. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go outside the house, and then I will come back in the house and we'll tour it that way. Okay, so this is what the house looked like. This is some real like Stampy's Lovely World looking type of house, I can't lie. Over there we have the little villager trading village, but we'll get to that in a minute. But yeah, now let me actually let you see the inside of the house really for what it is. So you come in here, this is like the entrance that no one really cared about, to be honest. This was actually the torture room. I'm going to keep it real. This was the torture room. I'm pretty sure we actually used to have a sheep in here. And you can probably guess what we were doing with the sheep, so I'll leave it at that. If you come through here, this is... don't really know. If you come through here, though, this is where the new part of the house started to get built. And this actually looks kind of nice, you know, damn. We actually started cooking, like, damn! This looks good. Oh yeah. Okay. I guess it never got finished, but damn. But then if you want to come up the stairs here, there's so many stripped wood logs. Oh my gosh. If you come up the stairs here, this is another part of the house. In here is like the main sort of living quarters. Still more blood splats on the floor. I'm a little concerned, but yeah, we sort of have an enchantment room up there. Down here we have the kitchen and everything. This layer leads out to the middle of the house. So the middle of the house didn't really have any real rooms on it. It sort of had the farms. So we have a cow farm, a sheep farm, the potato farm, you know, cooking up some jacket potatoes, some patatas bravas. Then through here and up here, what is even in here? What is this? Oh, this was going to be our sort of secret Ender Dragon room, which was not so secret, I guess, because I found it pretty easily. But if we head out the back door over here, let's go and head over to the villager trading area. I'm just going to have to swim over for real. Okay, here we are. This little block of water here, by the way, was just for where we were using the boats to transport the villagers. So this is our mending villager. Sorry about that. You know, nothing makes me happier than seeing some villagers trapped in houses. Over here we have the Fletcher. 32 sticks, everyone's favourite fletching trade, I must say. And then over here, fire aspect. What a trade we got for this, I think. 8 emeralds for a bit of fire aspect too. Unbelievable, I must say so. If we come around here, we have... Oh, well, gosh, I think I know what this is. This likely might have been the love den. Yes, this was definitely the love den because we made this contraption here so we could watch them, well... Yeah, I'll leave it at that. And then this was like the little clock tower, which Loki looks kind of dookie. But this is where we sort of had our base camp set up while we were building the village. And then last but not least, what is that guy doing in my boat over there? What does he think he's doing? Last but not least, if I take... Oh, there's a new boat here. If I take this boat and let's just drive around here. We never Loki finished this, but this was going to be like an old frontier sort of western town. And this is where the world ended over here. It actually had so much potential as well because it actually... Look, see, like, you see them... You see the vision. You can see the vision. We were going to do like old western bars and stuff. It was going to look pretty cool. You know, like the sort of bars where you swing open the door and a shootout begins. Stuff like that. And that actually concludes Nintendo Switch. Oh, shit. What am I doing? That actually concludes the Nintendo Switch... Oh, shit. That actually concludes the Nintendo Switch Edition world. So let's now move over to Java Edition. Okay, here we are on the next world. We're over on the Java Edition now. Now, this world was actually made in lockdown, so this is a 2020 world. So this world is a little bit younger, so about 5 years old. But it's still quite old now. It's nearly 6 years old. So this was the main house, and it was a pretty basic house. For some reason, we built in a swamp biome. But to be fair, I don't think we actually lived in here in the end, so there's not much in here anymore. But if we come outside here, I mean, this world, you can see where it's sort of been upgraded a bit, because this was my new house, and I must say, as far as things go, that is a pretty lit house. Let's keep it real. But down here, we have a farm, I guess. I don't know. I can't really remember. Let's just kill this guy. But yeah, we have a farm down here. Oh yeah, over here was our villager area. For some reason, we had an obsession with putting windows on walls so we could watch them make mini villages. We have our nether portal over there, a watchtower for some reason. I have no idea what the watchtower was for. But that's not all. Down here we have Main Street Station. This actually is a working minecart, so I'm going to use this later, and it actually takes you to somewhere pretty cool. Over here, so this is the same chicken farm but on Java Edition. And as you can see at the top, this is the amount of chickens that there are. And if you come down here, it was just absolutely perfect to just kill a bunch of chickens. Unfortunately, this world never got a fire aspect. But, you know, There's also not many chickens down here, but normally it's filled with like literally hundreds of them, and it would make your FPS drop by like 500. Over here, I guess a little wheat farm. We have our enchantment table outside, prone to creeper damage, but that's besides the point. Welcome to Patriot as a garden. Yeah, I don't really know what that meant, but let's go down there. This was sort of my garden, so I'm not really sure what Patriot meant. But down here we have a little beehive. It was all very meant to be like magical, you know, and mythical and stuff. This was the house that I made for like my camp sort of base house right before I ended up making the island. Over here we have a little statue, which is actually really cool. I think I copied it off of another YouTuber. I can't really remember. But then this was sort of my main house up here in the end. So let's swim up to that. Look at how dirty this water is. Good lord. Okay, here we are. So I had a little mushroom house. I guess I must have silk touch. I guess not on this one. I don't really know. But yeah, I had a pretty nice view over the whole world. Oh, damn. It looks like a volcano over there. I had a pretty cool view over everything. And this is actually a nice looking world as well, I think. In here, I didn't really have anything. So I think my main sort of living quarters was down here. Yeah, let's actually go to sleep so I can see the world in daytime. But yeah, there we go. So this is sort of my main house. Over there was my friend's house. This is another friend I had. And he made this sort of castle thing. I don't know if he actually ended up putting anything inside the castle, but the castle looks pretty cool. And he built it in a cool area too. He got some nice cool torches as well. But yeah, let's drop down here. And then over here we have another sheep farm, I guess, which I don't really know if I would have used or not. And then out here was just sort of our furnace area, which is pretty cool. Is that netherite? Oh, it is. But now let's move back towards the minecart station, as this should take us down towards the villager trading village. So we ended up taking them from the breeding area. I mean, I'm so sorry about this minecart. It's low-key kind of ugly. Am I already here? Okay. Fair enough. And yeah, so this is the villager trading village. Oh, it literally took me to behind my house. Are you kidding me? But this is actually a pretty nice spawn, I must say. Yeah, so we got a bunch of little villager houses here. But see, as you can see, this village is actually pretty nice looking. I mean, some of the houses are a little bit half-assed, I'll keep it real. But as far as things go, this village is pretty nice. You know, we had a nice little farm area for the farmers. We treated our villagers on this world with a bit more respect. Okay, what on earth is going on in here? What the heck is going on in here? Damn. I'll leave them to it. But yeah, this was our villager trading village, so that's pretty nice. And everything is sort of in a similar area, and it all connects up pretty nicely. So yeah, that's that world also done with. But yes, that is all of the worlds. So if you want to see a part 2, there should be some more stuff on my PlayStation. I'll have a dig through for it. But yeah, I'll keep it real. That's all I got for you today. See ya.